Welcome to the Inner Circle Podcast, our 200 episode. That is crazy to say 200 fucking episodes. Um, but it is. How are you? How is everyone? We have Melody, and of course, we have to have OG from episode one. Sean joining us. What's going on, y'all? How are you? How are you, Melody?
Hi, I'm good. Hi, Sean. Hi, Janet.
What's going
Hey.
on? We finally got it together after some fucking technical difficulties. There
Mhm.
wouldn't be a 200th episode without like a little hitch, but we are here. Yeah, how crazy, Sean, you like what 200 episodes, and you think I know like anything else, and even other podcasts out there that go through ebbs and flows and things like. How is it? How would you say like 200 episodes later? I know you come in and you hang with us here and there, but you was there from episode one. How is it like? What? How do you feel? What's your thoughts?
Um, I think it's amazing you got it going on this long. Like, for real. Like, I when I first started with Jews, I kind of had a feeling that I was gonna be like behind the scenes, being a cheerleader type of person. I just, you know, it's not for me. um, and then all the other stuff happens.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm like, but yes, you two have done an amazing job. I'm very proud of both of you.
Oh, thanks.
I can't wait for this to go viral and blow up.
yes, yes. Manifesting that shit, yes. What about you, Melanie? Like, you joined us episode nine was
Yeah.
your first appearance. And here we are, again, someone who it was opposite with you actually, because you're more behind the scenes girl. You were more like, oh, giving us ideas and topic stuff, and it's just more behind the scenes. But then, you started popping up here and there, and then it just became a thing. And obviously, again, ebbs and flows and changes like any other. Listen, the view, great like the view and stuff. We've seen it, and here we are. So, how is it for you? Um,
Mm.
Nine, just coming in, playing with us, friend of, and now like doing this thing every Wednesday that we've been doing for like.
I blame Sean because Sean wanted to take the back seat and I had to take the front seat. No, honestly, it's been fun. Like I said, it took me out of my element because for a while I've always been the type of person to be like behind the scenes. And like I would throw little, hey, you guys should do like little recommendations here and there and like little games. Or I like to be, not in I don't my dream is not to go viral. Like I don't want to be um popular. I don't not even popular. I don't want to be famous. Like that's not what I want to do.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
just like to enjoy hanging out with friends and kikiing and having a good time. So that's how I see this. I mean, if that's something that you wanted to like kick it off and go mainstream and become nationally syndicated, I would love that for you, Charlie. But at some
For me,
point,
yes, of course,
Sean,
that
if
is
you
gonna
want to come
happen.
back, you could drive back. But
Not
yeah,
Candace Dillon, drive back.
no, but honestly, I give the only reason that I'm here is because Sean wanted to, take the we took turns driving
And
back.
the thing that I like about this podcast that's different is that we're all not in the same room. We might not even be in the same country, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but you
True.
all come together at the same time and share stuff. I like that.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah, I love. Yeah, it's like I said, something I've always loved. And even before it was the inner circle, what I have to say for myself, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. That I think. all of you guys, even let's take it back. I'm not gonna not say names or whatever, but even Ivan himself, like I think you guys were like a push because it's something that even Melanie knows that I wanted to do before that, but it was just like the hows and the you know how to and this and that and just that courage of putting yourself out there. But I think all of you guys because I've learned so much. I've learned so much of myself, and learned so much of if you apply yourself, you learn things and you can push yourself and all that stuff. And for me, sometimes I feel a little guilty, but I try to get out of that. It's wanting to do more for the podcast and immersing myself more in many different things and ideas that I have for it and the potential I see for myself and for the podcast, my brand, but still balancing a life and obviously having real work and all that stuff, and then like still having to like take care of the body and rest. Like sometimes I feel guilty I don't do more, but I have to give myself grace. And even today in therapy, I spoke to my therapist. He was like, "That's something to be very proud of." And it's like, you know what? Yeah, yeah, 200 episodes. Like some may not say we're mainstream like that and stuff, but that's a lot to be said because a lot of people out there would have given up or stopped or anything. That's nothing, no shade for anyone out there that does stop and has to rebrand and just recoup and all that stuff. But that is something to be said. So I am proud of myself, but I'm proud of us, all of us, and even you, Melanie. Like we've talked about it so many times. You're not someone who likes to be in the forefront and stuff. And I know you shared something with me this weekend that you said thank the podcast that they gave you the courage to do something you had to do this weekend. So and
Yeah.
that made me excited to hear that too. I'm like, you see, like
Yeah,
in a way, it has helped. It's cool.
there are ways that like being being in a podcast or being in a public domain has helped. I mean, it's sad to say, but I did have to go to like a memorial service for my coworker's son who passed away suddenly and tragically. And I had to speak at the memorial service and like recite this poem. And I am not one for public speaking. Never have been. Never. I never thought I would be. But like constantly being in the repetition of speaking, I think I've gotten accustomed to public speaking, especially in my career. Also, like having to deal with like speaking to people on the regular, and then people I don't even know. But yeah, it was interesting how I was like able to calm my nerves and speak out loud. But given the circumstances, I mean, I had to push through. But I will say one thing that I do appreciate about being like able to all of us be in having situations like this where we're celebrating like whether it's a 100 episode or the 200th or however many years, it always brings us up back together where we like reminisce about like when we first started, how different it was to like now. I think we had to go through all the transitions that we did to get to the point where we are now, because if we still were in the same way that we were when we first started, it would have stayed stagnant. Like we wouldn't
Hmm.
have like evolved, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
and
I-
that's the thing. That's the thing with like, and it's real talk. Like girl groups, boy groups, anyone that's in a group, there's different views, there's different tastes, different views, political views. There's different things that like, people have where it's like I don't feel comfortable talking about this. I don't want to talk about that or this and that. Where, it could become, when you're an ensemble cast, it could become like a conflicting thing, and things do gotta change in order to evolve and stuff. I'm someone who's very open. And I know one of the questions that we got, I know some people sent in some questions. Shout out to the people that did send a question. What's been one of the hardest part of running a podcast? And I would say a few things, but one of them is that is trying not to be afraid of what to talk about without being controversial. You know what I mean? I know for speaking for us, it's a brand that it's being built. so we can be maybe as freely. I like to bring up other places like the Breakfast Club that I listen to, whatever. That they go there with conversations, and I get it. Like, okay, they're established, they're already a thing, but I shouldn't have to. For me, it's a tough place, especially artistic wise, censoring myself because I don't want to piss off people or you know what I'm saying. So that's
Yeah.
been one of the hardest things for me. What about you, Melanie? What's been if you could answer that, like hardest part of being on a podcast or running, doing a podcast?
The hardest part for me is when I sometimes as the guest, like having there are like some guests can be very far and few times where we have guests where they're not like picking up what you're throwing, and they're not really good people. They're not as great as you think they would be as interviewers or interviewees. Like you
Yeah.
interview them or you ask them questions or you try to get the ball rolling, and like they're not giving you what you're looking for. And I have a handful of interviews that I'm just like I wanted to like check out the same way Joe Budden checked out during the Amigos interview. But yeah, they know who they are.
Yeah.
They know to be
No, yeah,
back.
I mean, yeah, not every interview is a good interview. And listen, there's been big interviews out there with notable people that have interviewed other notable people, notable journalists who interview other notable people, and those you see interviews that have gone sour or left everywhere. So
Hmm.
I mean,
Mm,
obviously it's gonna happen to us, but yeah, there's been some where I'm like, oh no, like I think maybe two or three times the most. One very recent, and it was just like you could see it. That's the thing. Energy is transferable, and
You
even
know
you can
it's
see that
bad
on
when I'm
screen.
getting DMs, Sean. I was getting DMs of like, what is going on? Why you look like that? And like, oh my god, you guys should wrap this up immediately. It was bad. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it on the after show.
Um, um, but yeah, we are today also not only gonna reminisce and get into some stuff, but we are also going to play because obviously we're celebrating. It's been over 200 shows. We played many games. Since we started the podcast, one thing that we wanted, where it started is because we during COVID we will all get together on these Zoom calls, like a bunch of us, and
Hmm.
just shoot the shit and play games. So it's like we knew during the podcast we wanted to play games, watch what happens live. We're big fans of. We like the games. It's just fun. I love games. So today, in honor of our 200th episode, we are going to all be playing a game that we all love. So Melody, have yours ready, up and coming. Look for a good one. And Sean, let's start off with your favorite game that you said that you enjoy. A good session of marry, fuck, kill. And before we get into this game, I remember once upon a time we had. I remember. Let's reminisce and take behind the scenes, get the people behind the scenes. But we had trouble with that title because I know before we were divided on, if we should name it something else to be politically correct and stuff. And I think we did for a little bit. But once the show went another direction, I'm like, marry, fuck, kill.
Oh, that was
Okay.
bad.
But let's get into it. Let's get into our first marry, fuck, kill. I made it hard. This was pretty hard. So here we go. The first one. Zach Efron. What's his name? Richard Madsen and or Ashton Kutcher.
Richard
Marry.
Madden. He's
Oh
hot.
yeah. Is he related to James no, never mind. Yeah,
No,
which
that's
one? Marry, fuck, kill.
No, he's from Game of Thrones, isn't he?
I
mm-hmm.
don't watch that.
Yeah.
I
Um.
never watched it, but Marry Fuck Kill. You
Um.
go first, Sean.
Damn. Mm,
They're hard. If you're stuck with this one, wait till we get to the other ones.
I guess I'll marry Richard.
Hmm.
Um. I'll I fuck Zac Efron and kill Ashton Kutcher. I don't know because
What you say, Melody?
Zac fucked up his face.
Oh
I
yeah, that
will.
doesn't look like that no more, kind of.
I think I will marry Richard Madden, fuck Zac Efron, and kill Ashton Kutcher because he doesn't wash his kids, doesn't he? Is he the one that doesn't wash his kids?
I don't know. I
He
never
doesn't
heard.
bathe his kids,
Not
and he's
every day.
annoying.
Not every day.
Um,
Yeah,
I would
no, that's
say
crazy.
that Richard guy kill him because I don't know him.
He's
I
cute
guess
though.
he is
He's
cute,
British.
but
He got that
oh, he's
accent.
British. I don't know, but I don't know him like that. Zac Efron, I guess marry and fuck Ashton Kutcher.
Mm. And
Next,
now he looks all weird. He looks like
I know he
SpongeBob
does.
SquarePants with that face.
Next, Tom Hiddleston, Robert Downey
Oh,
Jr. or Johnny Depp. Marry, fuck, kill.
I like
Sean.
this.
I would. I would marry Tom Hiddleston. Okay. I'd
Mhm.
fuck Johnny Depp and kill Robert Downey Jr.
what about you, Melody?
It's so
I
hard.
would marry Robert Downey Jr. because he got money. I would fuck Tom Hiddleston because Loki could dance. And I would kill Johnny Depp because he got too many fucking problems.
Yeah, I will kill Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp also is not as hot
Hey,
as
he
he was
lost the
before.
finger. Hello.
I
He,
guess
he's just weird.
marry Robert Downey. No, actually no.
I think.
I guess
You know
marry
it's kind
Downey
of freaky with
Robert
Johnny
for the
Depp.
money. I guess. Yeah, Johnny does freak you out. And then fuck Tom Hiddleston. Next, marry, fuck, kill Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, or Anthony
Mackie.
Nicholas Mackie.
Mackie.
Oh, this is easy. Okay. I married Michael B. Jordan. That's my husband. Um. No, maybe that's not so easy. I don't know which one. I guess I fuck Anthony Nicholas and he can and Johnny and Jamie Foxx.
Kill Jamie Foxx.
He's
As
getting
if he wasn't on a hospital bed already. Not too long ago. Melody, what do you say?
I would probably marry Michael B. Jordan because he looks like he needs to be wed. I don't want to marry Jamie Foxx or Anthony Mackie. I would kill both of them and just I would fuck and marry Michael B. Jordan and kill the other two. I actually like Jamie Foxx. I did see him a long time ago in 2009 in Miami Beach. He was really nice walking down the
It's short,
strip.
huh? I heard he's short.
He is short,
And
but
listen, he may be short, but Garcelle said it or confirmed it.
he's swinging.
Those shorties. Don't sleep on
Yeah.
the shorties. I would, for the information I got, fuck Jamie Foxx, marry Michael B. Jordan, and kill the other guy, who I don't know either. Next, marry, fuck, kill Tom Hardy, Dwayne Johnson, or Jason Momoa.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
I told you these were hard.
Oh my
These
God.
are
This
my
wasn't no picking
these
the
are
walk in the park.
these are my favorites. I would have swapped out the Rock.
I
and
would.
killed
I would.
him.
I would marry Tom Hardy. Yeah,
Mm,
because he's my type.
mine too.
I'd fuck Jason Momoa and Dwayne. He can get murdered.
Oh, okay. Melody, what about you?
I would marry and fuck Tom Hardy. I would kill Dwayne Johnson and I would fuck Jason Momoa just for shits and giggles. But Tom Hardy is my man, my man, my man. I love a British accent.
Mm.
Yeah, listen, The Rock, I seen a picture recently with him and Bad Bunny, and he's still a good looking dad.
He is. He is.
But he's aging. You seen the lines, I seen it, I was like, ooh. I'm like, oh, he's a daddy now. He's getting older. But
He reminds
Ah,
me of your dad. That's why I can't do it.
yeah. Well, yeah. Growing up, no. Growing up, if you ask my brothers, we used to hear it all the time. Oh, your dad looks like The Rock. Your dad looks like The Rock. I'm like, I guess. But no, he does. Like, I can see why people think that. But me, I would. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I would kill The Rock. I like The Rock. Back in the day, I used to have a crush on The Rock, like wrestling days, even with those little Jerry curls he had. But I would have to kill him now. Fuck Jason Momoa and marry Tom Hardy because then I'll get to fuck him because we're married. Marry, fuck, kill
Chris
Chris
Evans.
Evans, Ryan Reynolds, or Henry Cavill.
Fuck.
Ooh,
Damn it.
Superman.
Uh, mm, uh,
They
okay.
all, they
Okay.
all have. They're all
I'll
very funny.
I'll marry Henry Cavill because he's a nerd like me, so that's cute. Um,
And he's British.
Oh, I didn't know he was British.
I fuck Chris Evans because I seen the pictures, and I guess I'll murder Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Oh, Ryan Reynolds is in the middle. What about you, Melanie? I don't know. I've
Um,
always liked Ryan
Even
Reynolds.
though
I've
Ryan
always thought
Reynolds
he
was
was
my
cute.
he was my
And he's
as a
funny,
child.
yeah.
Like,
I
I've always
dated a
thought
guy
Ryan
that
Reynolds.
looked like Ryan, like Chris Evans, and I remember they used to call him Captain America. Remember the white boy?
The
The
Scorpio?
yeah.
mm,
Damn. All right. Anyways, I think I would. I for the sense of humor alone, I would marry Ryan Reynolds. I would fuck Chris Evans, and I would kill Henry Cavill because I'm a Batman girl.
um, yeah, me too. I'm more of a Batman. But yeah, Chris Evans, kill him, marry Ryan Reynolds, and fuck Henry Cavill. Yeah, because Chris Evans, I don't know, he's a good-looking guy, but isn't that Miley's? No, no,
No,
that's not
that's
Miley.
Liam Hemsworth.
Liam Hemsworth, yeah. And last but not least, marry fuck kill Jake Gyllenhaal, Christian
Ooh,
Bale, or Chris Hemsworth.
mm,
well, this is easy.
easy.
Speaking of
Easy.
Miley's brother,
I'll
I
marry.
mean of
I'll
Miley's
marry.
ex
I'll
brother-in-law.
Ex-husband.
marry Chris Hemsworth.
Ew.
I will fuck Jake Gyllenhaal and murder Christian Bale. I don't like his personality.
Really?
You be hearing the way he talks to like the people on set. He be screaming at them and shit. Yeah, he has a bad
I
reputation.
heard
Oh,
he
I
got
heard of
arrested for
that.
going off on his sister and his mom. But he's
Yeah,
an Aquarius, so no
yeah.
shock there.
Mm-mm.
He got a
Um,
temper. Uh,
Anger problems, anger. I don't know. What do you say?
I mean, Chris Hemsworth is cool, but I didn't really like Thor. Like, you're a dumb superhero. I'm gonna go with the bad boy and say Christian Bale. I would fuck him. Probably marry Jake Gyllenhaal because was he Spider Man? He's kind of boring.
No,
no,
no. Tobey Maguire was Spider Man, but I can see why.
Jake
I can,
Gyllenhaal was
no,
no Jake Gyllenhaal. What? Who was he?
he was um what's his name? He was in the latest one, Far From Home. He was the villain.
Okay, well, he can die. Never mind. He killed Jake Gyllenhaal. Fuck Christian Bale. I guess marry Chris Hemsworth. Whatever. I like his Aussie
Oh,
accent.
he was Mr. Mysterio. Yeah, that's what it is, Mr.
Yeah, he
Mysterio.
don't count. Whatever.
Christian Bale. Fuck Christian Bale, marry Jake Gyllenhaal, and kill, I guess, Chris Hemsworth.
He was an American Psycho. Like
Why?
Yeah, American Psycho was a good movie. I like that
that was a great
movie. I
movie.
think
Yeah,
as a
but he turned out
younger,
to really be a psycho.
right? That was a good game of Marry Fuck Kill. Um, what and I mean we've discussed this before too. Like we were just talking like bad guests, but what's like one guest that like y'all love that y'all experienced on the show?
I really loved Ruby Shine On, because she and I have the like she has immaculate music taste, and I really like bonded with her with music. Who else? The I think everyone, the cast from for the Love of Dilf so far has been so much fun.
Mhm.
Um, Sean, do you watch that for the Love of Dilf?
No, I
Tell me
tried.
what you told me. No, tell me what you told me. I asked you, and I was like, "Oh, okay." He can show this one. I'm like talking about on the
I
show, I guess.
I said it gave me the ick.
I'm
I'm
like,
I can see that because I feel like that is that type of show caters to a specific type of gay. I feel like a specific type of audience, because it could be too much for a certain type of like
Mhm.
gay man or LGBT person. Even there were some episodes I was like, all right, y'all doing too much, but you know, I guess. But
yeah,
some of the
I
stuff that came on was cool.
and it's just like those type of love shows I just despise. Like you put everybody together with some alcohol and expect a long term relationship to come out of that.
Oh, you don't like Love Island and all that shit, huh?
No, I don't like none of that. That's so. I
Um,
no,
feel like
I like some dating game shows. No, I do like the show. The shows, it's not bad. It's just like with me, I haven't. There's some shows that I watch every week, but I feel lately I've been like this with a lot of shows, especially like being busy with work and stuff, where like I don't run to them and catch them maybe that
yeah.
same day or live like I used to before. Now I just catch up, and sometimes I purposely leave them for the weekend, so I have something to like if I'm doing having a restful weekend, like I have something to just catch up on the weekend. So I think
Right.
my patterns are changing on from how I used to watch TV or feel the need to watch it live that day, like but yeah, I watch it and I caught up and so far so good. I have episode 8 to watch and hopefully
Yeah.
we said it. Nigel will come back hopefully at the end of the season to talk about end of the season, but hopefully we get one more daddy, one more himbo, or maybe both on the pod soon to talk about the show. But speaking of Sean, because I was thinking about this too. Now that we're maybe, I guess, considered somewhat daddies, depending who you ask.
I'm a
Um,
mommy.
I don't know what
what
you're talking about.
when we were younger, we and not that we're ancient either. Whoever's listening to us, we're not ancient. But when we were younger, obviously we liked our daddies. We were youngins dating, going for like the hot 30 something, 40 somethings, even some hot 50 somethings. Um, how has it changed now? Us being a little older. Um, how has that changed for you? Would you consider dating an 18-year-old now, being the age we are? Since technically when we were 18, going after these daddies are like 30 something, 40 something, and they was either they was giving us chances. Would you date an 18-year-old?
Um, maybe 21. I don't think 18. Uh, yeah, I don't think I could do 18.
And this is for you too, Melanie. Like obviously you're not a
He,
teen,
he,
but age
he's
gap
younger than
wise,
my nephew at 18.
I'm
yeah.
I'm 35 now. I wouldn't date anyone past 32. 31 is pushing it. I
What
cannot.
do you mean? Below 31?
I cannot date someone 31
Oh, I
or
could date
younger.
somebody in their 20s.
No, I
I
can't.
could do like 25.
Someone to me in their 20s still doesn't even know how to wipe their ass or even like don't even know how to fill out a check. Imagine like
Well,
no
upper 20s. What about upper 20s? I'm like, were
Yeah,
you
I,
couldn't
upper
get
I,
into the
20s.
at like 28,
yeah.
28, 29?
I don't think someone in their upper 20s, a man in their upper 20s has
Mhm.
a straight man in their upper 20s has lived life enough where they want to settle down and be in a relationship. Unless, I mean, they're really serious and
I
adamant
would,
about wanting to start a family.
I would think maybe you never know. Maybe the person, the guy, maybe
You see them
especially if
get
he comes.
married all the time. I don't know. I see 20 something year olds get
I
married.
think upper 20s. Yeah, I think upper 20s. I would. It wouldn't be far fetched, like if you did like that. There's upper 20 something year olds that are serious, like or wanna settle down. I think depending on the background where you come from, picking a particular man now. Let's give that example out. I'm thinking a particular, man who grew up kind of wealthy or whatever. You could have that man has lived life, traveled from a young age, used to it already because of his family, and then travels a lot in his early 20s, gets it out his system, the party and all that. I can
Men like
see.
that in their if they're in
I
their upper 20s and they're like traveled and like with their family are usually spoiled. One, two,
no,
they
see,
don't live by themselves.
see,
They probably
Melanie,
live with their family.
Melanie, I see you. You're a hard worker. You're ready. You're ready to move on up. And I can see you being a corporate girl and moving on up
I
the
am a
ladder.
corporate
You're
girl.
the corporate girl.
I mean, you know what I mean, like CEO, CFO, stuff like that, moving on up, and then your priorities and what you want in a man changes. You don't. I feel like a lot of women are starting to realize, especially women who make a lot of money, are starting to realize that maybe they don't
Yeah.
want a man that makes the same amount of
Ooh,
money
ooh,
as
oh, bitch, you've been watching. Look at her.
maybe
You
they
see
maybe they
growth.
just maybe they want a little house husband who works
Yeah.
out
I
in
don't think she wants that either. She doesn't
I
want a
don't
house
want.
husband.
maybe
She wants a
not
man to work.
that,
He ain't
but
supporting a man.
I'm
She
not
almost
Jerry
had that
Jones. I'm
already.
not trying to be. I don't want. I don't
no,
want
not
to.
She
you
left
know,
that
like
situation.
taking care of him, taking
I've
care
been.
of him,
I
but
have. I don't want no
he has
kept
like a
man.
maybe like a regular 9 to 5 job
No, no,
where
but
he can contribute to the rent and stuff and all that other stuff. But you're not worried about anything, because you got the money,
no, I feel like
Well,
you. She in that aspect. She still wants a man
like
to have
how
his
the
money and
housewives
buy
are.
her shit.
The housewives, they have their own money, but their men still have like.
so I feel like in my early 30s and my late 20s, I dealt with men like that with the let's go halfsies. Now, if you're not putting in all the pot, I don't want to waste my time with you. If you're gonna be a real man and a renaissance man and an actual man who's gonna like act like a man and be traditional and old fashioned, don't waste my time. I'd rather be by myself because I could bring for myself and do for me. I don't need someone to do for
Yeah,
me.
but that's what I'm saying. You're saying that now. I say when you get older and your money goes up, the amount of money you
Yeah.
bring in goes up. That mentality starts to change. Of I need a man, but
Or
he
like
don't
a
have to
boy
be
toy.
bringing in all this money.
I've
You
had
know?
no, I've had so many boy toys in the last like couple of years that I'm kind of tired of them too. They're all like brute and like no brains. I'm tired of that shit too. So
But I think for me, listen, I was in my 30s when I gave a 20-something-year-old mid 20s a chance. About to join the 30-30 club, but
your audience.
that's a different discussion because they're a little not wanting to join that club. But the fact of the matter is, it's happening. It's knocking. It's right there. But I did give someone a chance that was in their mid 20s. So
But
for
that is
me,
once in a lifetime. That doesn't happen all the time where a person is so mature minded and they have their shit together and they have a good job and they are focused on being with someone and actually emotionally invested in being in a relationship. A lot of people his age would have just been wanting to jump around. Especially a straight person, a straight
jump
man
around.
at that time would be jumping around. They wouldn't be wanting to like settle down. So that's why I say at my age, if I were to date someone that at that age, I would feel kind of like I'm taking away from their time of like them doing them, because when I was that age, I would want to be doing me. Unless they told
Mm.
me straight up, I already lived that life. I want to settle down with you. Then I would be like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
But it all depends. Communication.
it is kind of hard to
Communication, yeah.
like compare straight relationships from gay
It's
relationships because
hard, very hard.
we have so many options.
You know what
Like,
you found, Charlie? A unicorn. A fucking unicorn.
no, it's not that. We have so many options. Like, you know,
But that's the thing. Even with all the options out there that I guess us the gay community have, why are there a lot of substantial gay relationships then?
you
Why
don't
isn't there more
know.
marriage? I mean,
Yeah. I see a lot of people getting married and having kids. My ex, they just had a kid.
but listen, I can't talk, and I can't judge because to uh, some people, when I say open, like some people, there's couples who don't mind threesomes and stuff or whatever. So I can't really talk when it comes to like that openness. But let's take it a step further. You don't see a lot of, yes, you may see a lot of gay men out there, and some are getting mad or whatever. Yeah, you may see those relationships, but let's be real. Let's How much of those relationships are actually monogamous versus those who they're open minded, whether it's letting their partner do whatever, or threesomes here and there, or swinging, whatever. I think a lot of those relationships that you see with gay men are open to a level, in my opinion. I think so. I don't think there's a high rate of monogamous gay men in relationships.
Yeah, I think because we're smarter and we talk about our sexual desires, we're more open with
And
each other.
and that's why I think it needs
I
to
like
go.
this and that.
I
I
do
don't
think
think,
more
but I
people.
don't think that. I don't think that gay men or anyone should frown upon anyone for wanting to be monogamous. I think that
No,
that's
no, I'm not saying
Oh
anything's
no.
wrong with with monogamy. You even gay couples that are monogamous, they're more open to talk about their sexual desires and work on
Within themselves.
doing the things that each other like, and working their way up into kind of liking what the other partner does,
yeah,
and I feel like gay men are just more open to talk about sex when it comes down to it, and it makes the relationship a lot easier.
true. I'll
Well,
tell you
listen.
guys what is happening in across the pond in the straight world. Right now I'm finding that in women in our 30s are not really keen or are having hesitation with like being out there and dating men, because you're finding two things: either men that are already settled down and still have their eyes and ears out on the streets
Mm,
in dating apps trying to like find emotionally cheat and look for other girls to talk to and vent to and like get their side pieces.
mm.
Or you find guys who can't settle down because they still can't find the person, like they find like the grass is always greener, like they hit it and quit it and find someone else to get with, but they don't want to take you out on dates. They just want to take you home and like Uber eat some food to your house and like bring you a bottle. It's a bunch of cheap asses out here right now.
Hmm.
Yo, that's another thing. I mean, I haven't been obviously I haven't been on a date. I mean, I go on dates with my man, but not dates like to experience what you experience with Melanie. But I feel like in the new day and age too, just from listening to a lot of things, I listen to podcasts, I watch shows and stuff. That's the new thing. Like date, that's a new date. Like, oh, come over, I'll order some food and have a bottle of wine. And yeah, that could be cute and romantic and all. And putting the little fake fireplace, maybe for the third date, fourth date. But as a first date, let's start putting more effort out there. Like, where has the effort gone for first dates?
I'm
That to me,
telling you.
come to my house for dinner. Let me cook you dinner.
Or let's
I
go to
mean,
a bar near my apartment. No. No.
That I think that's the result of the COVID.
No.
I feel like
With
that.
COVID?
I
Let's
think
not blame
COVID.
anything on COVID.
I think COVID really
It has
did
nothing to do with
change.
COVID. You know what it is? It's a lot of guys are saying that because they're trying to get the girl drunk and then, oh, you're not feeling so good. Let's get you water. My apartment is right upstairs. And then they go upstairs and they try to take advantage of the girl. That's what's going on. No, that's not COVID. COVID is so yesterday, in the words of Hillary Duff. That's not an excuse.
No,
Nah, I think
no. I mean the lack of wanting to go out to eat and go out
oh
and go
fuck
to the
going out to eat
and go
a
out go to
date.
the
Period.
movies and
I
stuff.
think people are just
A
mad.
lot of people
People are
like
just
the
cheap.
idea of
People, no,
ordering
people are
food
just
and
cheap.
being in
They
the
want
house.
to get their cake and eat it too. And like a lot of people are trying to get instant gratification where they're trying to get with as many girls or guys as possible and not want to spend so much money on them. Back in the day, if you watch Sex in the City, you see how people used to like serial daters. You don't see that shit no more. It's crazy. That's why I'm not like I don't feel the need to want to date. Like I'm nothing intrigued. It doesn't intrigue me to
But
be out there dating.
is is that like your area? Is that because of your area?
No, not
We
because of
live
my
in New
area.
York.
Dating?
I wouldn't,
Like
honey. If I
the
step
area,
outside to go to the bodega in this
the
area,
New
I
York,
could get a
but
date.
like is that the New York men? You know?
No, but seriously, if you see the area she's at, son, you will be like, even me, like obviously we're visual people, like you'll be like, oh shit, bitch,
No,
oh
I'm
shit.
not
So
saying they're not good looking. I'm just saying is that their mentality, you know,
but it's New
they're
York.
looking
People
for the
think
guy,
people
It's in a
love
lot of
to
for
look.
places. It's
women, you know,
happening.
so they're not like
No, I think it's happening all over because I really shouldn't talk about this, but I'm just gonna talk about it real quick. There's this Facebook group called Are We Dating the Same Guy? And it's all over it's nationwide. They have it in all like big cities. And I've seen I don't want to say what part I'm in, but like I know there's one in Jersey, there's one in the city, there's one like all over on designated like cities. And they all relatively say the same shit where like you're seeing men who don't want to date. They just want to hook up. And like when they do say that they want to date, it's they want to take you to their house or they want to come over to your house with a bottle of wine. You're not coming over with a bottle of Andre talking about I'm bringing champagne. You're not coming over with some Alizé like this is the Parkers. Like
Not on.
be so fucking for real. If you're not gonna bring me no Don Julio, get out of here.
Uh,
And
listen,
I don't even drink. I don't even
but
drink.
also girls, you can't get mad that you go to Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, 10 first 3 dates should be something small. Coffee, a walk to talk and see if you click. I agree. And now there's this thing. There's this thing now where people and I want to hear from the gays because I want to see how you guys feel about this shit. If a guy wants to take you guys out on a date and he says before these are the preliminaries. Let's go to a coffee shop. Let's go get coffee to get to know each other before, I guess, going on a big date or whatever. Would you guys go and meet up? This is considered the first date, like the first meetup. Would you go out for a coffee?
yeah.
Actually, it would depend on what time.
I feel like you guys are full of shit because you
No,
guys are the
no,
same
No, I
people-
would. I would go. I absolutely
I'll
would.
be
I'm
honest,
the same
if you
people that
ask
will
me,
be
if you ask
fucking
me, if you ask
after
me to go,
fucking going out to eat, or not even going out to eat because you won't eat because afterwards you guys are like doing you know what in the bathroom.
Yeah, I would actually. A coffee date.
honestly, if he asked me out to fillet coffee and he asked me to go out in the morning, then he don't know me, so it's not gonna work out. But you know, if he asked me in the afternoon, then I might be up to it. I'd be like, oh, okay.
I would. I would meet up for a coffee and a pastry.
Do you think as a woman who needs to get her hair done, her like look presentable, do her makeup, do her hair,
But
look
that's her
have a
own
nice
woman.
outfit?
That also might be the test. You
That's
know,
yeah. That's the old
you in
woman
the
thing. That's
daylight with the minimum amount of
if if
makeup.
a if there's a woman that feels like she needs to do all that because
Yeah.
she needs to feel good in her body to preserve herself that way, that's on you if it takes you that long and it's just a
Yeah.
coffee date. But like, just because this woman wants to look good and it may take her 2 hours and she feels like, well, how long it takes me to get ready is not worthy enough for a coffee date, that's on her.
Right.
Because you could go regular, you could put a little mascara, a
Mhm.
little cute suit or whatever. But if you're, I don't want to say the word height maintenance, but if you love yourself that much that you take 2 hours to think, then that's cool. But you can't have that expectation of a date has to be then this because I spent 2 hours getting ready.
Me personally, if I was going for a walk in the park and he wanted to like go to Central Park and just walk, I would love to wear a
That's beautiful.
fucking pair of sweats and some sneakers. That would be great for me. And just
Yeah.
do my hair, whatever. That would be fine. But some women don't think like that. They feel
Nah,
like they have to
nah.
be done up.
And this is
So
why I love this podcast because it is so many different conversations and things out there in life and things we're experiencing in our everyday life that it's always cool to just come. This is one of the things I love doing this because it's one of the things to come and like bounce out with other people and then like put it out there and have people relate to our conversation because this is shit that I
mhm.
listen to on other podcasts too where I'm like I hear myself talking back to the damn podcast or walking like, yeah, like, oh yeah, if I was this because it's like it's so relatable. But yeah, and then our day and age of dating too.
Yeah.
We're gonna always have topics for days. But anyways, let's get into some fun game. It is time to do one of my favorites that I love around here. We've done from the inception of this podcast. Um, one's gotta go. So I have some one's gotta go, and let's get into it. It's not that easy. I'm gonna list a few items, and one of them gotta go. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes it's a lot of them that are good. But anyways, one's gotta go. Bacon, eggs, pancakes, or cereal?
Buy pancakes. I like
Yeah,
I like waffles anyway.
actually,
I need
n-
bacon.
nah, pancakes will go. Bacon, we know I love bacon. Cereal is a quick, good, easy thing sometimes. And eggs, well, I only
Eggs,
eat eggs if
eggs,
I have bacon.
eggs.
So, yeah,
Um,
pancakes will go.
like no kind of eggs or just like breakfast eggs.
Eggs, eggs.
Bacon.
Cause
One gotta go.
I gotta cook with some egg. I gotta bake my cakes and shit. So.
So there you go. So
Yeah.
one's gotta go.
So
Wait, what kind of bacon? Turkey
Regular
bacon?
bacon.
cereal.
Regular bacon. Cereal. All right, next. One's gotta go. You will never be able to eat one of these comfort foods again. Pizza, French fries, burritos, or burgers. Buy burritos.
Pizza?
Yeah, buy burritos.
Burritos.
What you say?
Yeah,
Burritos.
I don't like burritos.
Pizza?
Pizza, French fries, burritos, or burgers.
If it was tacos, I would
Burritos, because
like
I love
them.
me. I'm a
Yeah, I
burger
like
slut.
tacos. But
It would be the game. All of you said burritos too, but the games would say burritos. No, not tonight.
I don't like
what
burritos.
des- what dessert could you live without ever eating again? One's gotta go. Cake, pie, ice cream, or chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate? I don't like chocolate.
Damn. Listen, I'm not. I'm trying to be good with my sweet tooth as of late, and I've done a good job. But like on
pie.
vacation, I indulge. You say pie too? Yeah, I'm gonna say pie too. Although
You
I
don't
love
even
a
say
good
what kind
pie.
of pie.
Pie, any pie, all the pies of the world. Apple pie,
Yeah,
pecan pie,
yeah.
pie,
I'm
pie,
a
pie.
pecan. I like a pecan pie.
No, I'm not a pie fan actually.
Oh,
You
one of
made pies,
these,
bitch. You
one of
made
these
the
goat television shows have to go. Yeah, this bitch makes some good pies. How are you gonna say pie? And you be baking pies.
Cheesecake
exactly.
is a cheese cake. It is not a pie.
All right, all right. The Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad, or Mad Men. One's gotta go. Listen, I never watched
All
any
of
of
those
them, but
all of those masochistic no, what is it? the machismo.
Barbaric, barbaric
No,
man show.
I
not
guess
the Sopranos. I love the Sopranos.
Sopranos.
I'm gonna say The Wire because I tried to get into it, but it's too.
I'll just say Mad Men, but because I feel like I've heard of this other shows more, although I haven't watched
What's
any
the
of those
third
shows.
one?
Like I said, less. Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, The
I
Wire,
love
Breaking Bad,
Breaking
and Mad
Bad.
I
Men.
heard Breaking Bad's really
Yours,
good.
Mad Men. Yeah, I heard it's good too, but which one of these sitcoms has to go? One's got to go. Seinfeld, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, or New Girl?
Bye, Friends.
New
Bye,
Girl.
Friends. I've never watched
Never
Friends.
watched any of them. Actually, I'm lying. I was gonna say I never watched any of them, but I watched an episode of How I Met Your Mother. You want to know
Yeah.
why? Because Britney Spears was on there.
It's between Seinfeld or Friends.
I
I
like
would say
Seinfeld.
I would say Friends.
Seinfeld, you
Friends
know
is so
The lack
overrated.
of black
I like
people.
New Girl. I
Seinfeld
like
is
the
dry
Black
humor.
Girl.
British people in New York City. I didn't like.
Nah, New Girl could go. Which one of these social media apps has to go? Twitter.
No, X.
Well, yeah, Twitter now X, Snapchat, Instagram, or TikTok.
Snapchat, because what the hell is that, and why are people
Yeah, I
still
don't.
using it?
Yeah, Snapchat could go.
When I hear people like my age or older still using Snapchat, that's questionable. I don't know. Like, are you a
It's
pervert?
like, but where? That's the thing. Yeah, I'm like Snapchat. Like Snapchat is
All
still
I
a
think
thing.
is of the dog filter and like people with the dog with the tongue sticking
Yeah,
out.
it was popular back in like 2011 or so.
I
But like,
heard TikTok is gonna get banned.
and Snapchat, the reason why Snapchat was so big and during when it started and it popped off is because the disappearing thing. So I remember a lot of the cheating people who were sending pictures and all that shit out there, they were getting away with it because it would disappear. You won't see it. But now you can do that with your regular old
Now
Instagram,
you could do
your
that shit
regular
with
old
WhatsApp.
Messenger, shit, even WhatsApp. That's why some people love WhatsApp. One's gotta go. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, or Rihanna.
Mm.
This is easy. I'll go first. Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
You know what? It's a
Ooh,
toss up
people come
between
after
Taylor
you.
Swift and Katy Perry. They both annoy me.
Nah, I would say Katy Perry and Day over Taylor Swift.
I
They
say.
both annoy me.
I don't know. I say.
Ooh, Tim said Beyonce.
I said Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Greatest rapper, gotta this was hard, y'all. This was hard. B.I.G. Tupac, Jay-Z, or Eminem. Maybe not that hard. But
What?
I know who Rihanna is. Me too.
Wait, who was the
Where
third
gotta
person?
go? B.I.G. Tupac, Jay-Z, or Eminem.
All right,
I
bye,
can't.
Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem. Yeah. You can pick one?
No. Maybe.
You really like Eminem like that?
Bitch, you be right. You be
Yeah.
listening to 8 Mile like that?
Yeah. I like.
Oh, okay, white girl. One's gotta go. Sleep, social life, or career progress.
Who? What is this?
One's gotta go. Sleep, a social life, or career progress.
Wow.
Enough sleep. Let me
Socialite,
go off there.
because I don't
Enough
got one anywhere.
sleep. Say you don't have a social life.
Yeah, social.
Honestly, I would. Yeah, listen, I would give up a social life because
Who needs friends when you
I
can have
want
money?
right money and sleep is important because I got to make that money.
Exactly.
um, which of these musicians you would sacrifice? Not listening for the rest of your life. The whole catalog will have to go. Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, or Mariah Carey.
Prince. That was
Prince.
easy.
Yeah, Prince too. Prince for me. Another big decision. Which one's got to go? Your phone, sex, Netflix, or takeout.
Takeout,
Yeah,
because I'm
random
struggling right now.
um, I guess Netflix could go. There's I have many other apps I pay for. One's got to go. Christmas, your birthday. Yeah, Christmas, your birthday.
Christmas. It's a money grab.
Yeah,
If
Christmas.
I don't have a social life, I'm not buying anyone gifts. So technically, Christmas.
I guess Christmas, yeah.
Okie
And the final one's got to go. Your favorite album, your favorite movie, or your favorite place to eat.
My
Hmm.
favorite place to eat because nothing is lasts forever. Betty's Burritos is
But,
gone.
true. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
favorite.
favorite place to eat. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
because you
it,
move.
it always
And,
changes
yeah,
I'm in
depending on what I'm
hospitality. There's always a
craving.
new restaurant, a new place. Like it's always something new. I'm
the
shining.
new it girl.
I know there's a
Um,
place called Yes Chicken. I want to go try it. It's like
Yes.
it's like it's South Korean and soul food combined. They have like this
That
macaroni and
that sounds
cheese.
familiar.
Mm.
I gotta look.
we got another question too that was sent in. Our dream guest.
Dream
Dream guest.
guest.
Yeah.
I would want someone. Oh, that's easy. One of the housewives, or definitely Andy Cohen for me.
Yeah, for me, obviously, this isn't obvious, but I would love, and I wouldn't even fangirl for her. Like, I would really, it would be I already visualize myself of how I would make her feel in this interview, because I know she has anxiety and doesn't want to do interviews like that and stuff. Britney Spears, I would give her such a safe space, and I think with my energy and stuff that like it would be such a good interview. I already know the questions and the areas I will go like and make it of. And I would just want to build such a good interview around her because I love her, and I would not want this interview for her to come out shining like a new perspective of what she truly always was, the essence of why people fall in love with her. And I play that in my head a lot. So God willing. But Bad Bunny and maybe a quicker feasible one, I would say it would be dope to have a housewife on but we love a lot of different people, and we've so far we've been blessed to have like again dope people from the challenge. Our girl Tina, who it was just announced she's gonna be on All Stars, which drops on Paramount Plus on April 10th. And not only that, but she's back in the fold because the streets are talking, and there's a new challenge, the main challenge filming, and she may be on that one too. A little exclusive you're getting here on the Inner Circle podcast, but yeah. So she's back there doing her thing, and it was so exciting to interview her. Cyrus, I was thinking about it the other day, like, yo, Cyrus was kind of, although people had, had their opinion. Not necessarily bad at all, but I think Cyrus was a big deal too for what he was to MTV and his years on MTV and all that stuff. And speaking of Eminem, being in Eminem's video and all that stuff, it was dope having him. Um, it's just been great to have some great people. Arrington as well, from Family Business. I watch. We finished the show. Like we watched the show, obviously before we came on, but like we really watched all the episodes of binge it. It's a great show, y'all. If y'all haven't watched it, definitely check out Family Business season 5 coming out this summer. So I was watching and finishing the show. It was like, yo, that's really cool that we. Got to have him on not once but twice on this show, and hopefully he comes back a third time this summer to promote season 5. Flow's always an interview that I will always bring up on the podcast as well. That was like one of our first few shows, our first like big guest, if you would say. Um, and for us having someone of that caliber who was on, a big show back then, Bad Girls Club, to be on one of our first like 10 it was in our within our 10 episodes, so someone to agree and come on and take a chance on us our first year, our first 3 months running, that was really dope to experience as well. And her reading us, doing like a live reading for all of us, that took like almost like an hour each. That show was long.
I
We did
know.
not expect her to like be with us that long, but she was, so that was dope. Um, I gotta say, times that I feel down and I feel like I could be doing more for the podcast or pushing it more. I have to think back and reminisce on some of the dope people we've got to interview or things we've got to experience. So yeah, it's those are some of my favorite guests. But yeah, Housewife will be dope. Although I got to go on Teresa's podcast, that was also a highlight too. So that was pretty cool to do. That's like it's like an inch there. But yeah, yeah. But what housewife would you say you would want to interview, Melanie? Like to come on?
What's a housewife that's unhinged that would, I mean, not unhinged,
Unhinged.
that would like actually talk her shit and like, I would want anyone from Miami like that would actually talk. Gertie would be great.
I just heard
Um,
on a podcast with Carlos King, and she would be great. She loves it.
Gertie would be great. I think even Alexa and Marisol, like even them coming or us going there. Um, trying to think. Erica Jane, I guess, even though she's kind of,
She had a good comeback season.
she
Listen,
did.
she won me over a little bit. She won me over a little bit. Not a lot of these housewives could make me turn on them and hate them and then like kind of like
Dolores,
swim me back.
Dolores
Oh,
would be great.
Dolores. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yo, we're
would be.
manifesting this because listen, for me, I always think about it as a question of timing. Because one of the beautiful things I love about us is that we could be hermits and stuff, but we also put ourselves out there. We go to these events, we do things. Um, so we meet people as well as we go into these events, and you start building a relationship. You start seeing it. It's like, oh, okay. Like with the beach, we ran into the beach after we went to Challenge Mania, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it to get her on. I think it would be awesome to come on. She fell in love with you. Oh, she fell in love with you. Well, Lisa, I would say fell in love with you. She wanted you. She was like, Dominicana.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, don't
Anissa.
forget.
Yeah,
Oh
Anissa.
yeah, Sean. Remember Lisa from Real World Chicago? She wanted Melanie's
Was
much
she
much.
from Real World Chicago or from Real World
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia?
No, Lisa was Chicago.
Oh,
She's from
okay.
Chicago, yeah.
Well, yeah, we
With
went to the
Tanya.
Challenge Mania thing, and one of the events here in New York, and she saw me. I looked at her and I was like, "What's up?" And she was like, "Are you Dominican?" And she said it in Spanish, and I was like, "How you know?" She was talk like, she was macking to me,
Mm?
and I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
was.
"Wow!" I've always thought she was so pretty, and I always like had, I was, I always thought when I was younger, I was like, "Damn, she looks like she could be like my sister or my cousin." So her like recognizing me, I thought that was crazy, but she was
Listen, Sean, maybe Melanie is calling
no, I will.
down the road is not a man, it's a
Maybe I
woman.
don't need a man. Maybe I need a woman.
Mm.
I'm trying to think what woman would like. I would even try. Nah, I don't know. Nah.
You loved it.
Oh,
You
I
love a
like
penis.
Lisa, yeah, but I don't know. I
No,
don't. I
I think
don't
you love penis too much. I don't really see you. I don't see you being one of those girls that because men suck, you turn into a lesbian.
hell
I just
fucking
don't.
no. I love.
No.
I'm strictly dickly. I need the peen. I'm sorry. Peen or nothing. Peen or nothing.
She rather get the peen or she rather be a nun.
Those girls that be
Tight
like,
like a
oh
nun.
man, I hate men. They don't know how to treat me. I mean, no disrespect to them because they've gone through like probably trauma.
Let's not
These
denounce the
girls,
trauma people go out here
but
dealing out here in
I'm
relations.
not about to do a 180 just because I've dealt with shit men. Hell to the nah, nah, nah.
But listen, let's do one of your favorite games. We played Sean's favorite game, one of his favorite games on the podcast. I played my favorite game one hour ago, and now it's time
Sean,
for
I
Never
dedicate this
Have
game to
I
you.
Ever. So Sean, you don't have
Oh,
your paddle,
I don't
but
have my
you can still
No.
paddle.
play. So here we go.
I love my
Actually,
paddle.
I have a nice paddle. Next time I go to Rhode Island to visit. I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna try to remember to bring the extra paddle so you can have it. So when we do play this game, you have your paddle.
Do I need my paddle? I need to get it.
Yes, for show's sake. While Melody gets her paddle, she's gonna be going down the list of never have I ever questions.
Okay. First on the list. Never have I ever found a dumb excuse to text an ex.
I'm gonna say I have maybe when I was younger.
I have when I was younger.
When I was younger, I can't think of anything recent, but younger, like early 20s.
I haven't. I'm very.
I think you have.
No, I'm resentful.
No, no. But even if it was out of spite or because you were mad about something, you still sent a text. Sign off my account.
Actually, I think it was
Instead of just changing your password.
I know that wasn't a dumb reason. That was a reason because he was a hoarder. Anyway, he was
just change your password though.
Never
And avoid
have
yourself even reaching out.
Never have I ever fallen in love at first sight.
Never.
Never.
I've been smitten big time, like, oh damn, but not no love.
Never have I ever kissed someone I just met.
Oh, of course. At the club all the time. Like that happens. When we used to go out. Sean, you have. Raise your hand. Yes. If you have, you gotta raise your hand. If you have it, don't raise your hand. But you definitely have.
I did it, and you want to know something funny? It was someone that was a guest on the show, on the podcast.
So you just met?
Someone that I had just met, and we kissed.
Oh, okay, I remember. Max, I had never ever. Shout out to Monster and Ghost.
Never have I ever fantasized.
One of our guests.
Never have I ever fantasized about getting back with an ex.
Fantasize? Never. Wait.
No.
Maybe initially when the breakup first happened and you're thinking about them like, I wonder, or like, oh, it will be, but nah, not like after like my feelings have moved on now.
Like he's dead to
Once
me.
I move on, it's like
never have I ever never have I ever totally had an online relationship.
Nah. Maybe to a certain extent of chit chatting, talking, whatever, but nah.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I did. No.
No.
Nah, because I start getting this fit out after a while, and it's like, nah, I need the physical thing. Like, I feel like I get to a point where it's like, nah, I'm wasting my time. Like, online.
I did online like friendships because we bonded over soccer, but no.
That's why I don't think I would be good in a long distance relationship because it's like
never have I ever tried guessing someone's password. Yes, I fucking did, and I got it right. Yes, I fucking did, and I got it right. And that's how I
Wait, no, I didn't guess it.
Yeah,
I got it.
You tried.
I got it. I didn't guess it. I installed a program into
I guessed it, and I got it right, and that's how I found videos of them cheating.
I got it.
Yes.
I had a program that was installed into their computer, and it gave me their password.
I believe you. You Virgos are crazy.
Because you could get in trouble. Never have I ever catfished someone. No.
Catfish? No.
I could not do that.
Yeah, back in the day when I was a kid.
You seem like the type.
I'm telling you, Virgos are crazy.
The Providence phone.
Virgos are crazy.
Group phone. Remember the group phone?
Yes, I remember. Yo, my ex Virgo used to tell me stories of things he like. Tell me what he would think.
The what phone?
It's
like what phone?
The Providence chat phone.
Oh, the group chat. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I know what you remember. Remember
The
back in
group.
the day, Melody? I don't know if you remember
And
like the Boston Donut or those chats in like certain states that people would
they
go
had
on.
one. They had one in New York called the Loop.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, go ahead. Next.
Um, these are
Bro, I
kind of
can't remember
funny.
we had those chats back in the day. Like that's crazy. We're yo, the world is evolving. Do they even have anything like that anymore?
No, they don't. I
I really
mean,
used to remember all those people in the chat, and people used to really talk. Like I got into getting on them when I was in high school. Like
Mm.
thinking
you
about
want
it
to
is
hear a
so
side
comical
story?
now.
If you watch New York Homicide, that show that I was obsessed with,
Uh huh.
one of the girls met a guy on there and she let him come to the house and he ended up strangling her and killing her. And that's where she met him through there. Anyways, never have I ever clogged the toilet.
Clog the
What?
toilet? Yeah, I
Clog the
have.
toilet. I have.
Yeah,
It's in
I
my
have. I
fault that
mean, you
your
put too
sewer
much
system
toilet
sucks.
paper, and
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes it's not your fault that the system
Sometimes
is
they got
fucking.
shitty toilets.
Never have I
Yeah.
ever worn something I took out of my dirty laundry.
I have.
If it didn't, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, if I wore
I
it like
have
the night before,
like
like
socks.
compression,
Hmm.
no compression shorts.
Or yeah, like I have. I'm not even going to. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have.
Never have I ever watched an entire television series in a day.
Yup, I have.
I just did that. I watched Inventing Anna. Anyway, uh, never have I ever Googled myself. I did.
I I've googled the show. I've googled the podcast, and we pop up on Google. Google me. Google is bitch.
Hmm. Never have I ever been given a pet name by a significant other.
Oh yeah, of
Mm,
course.
has your private part been named by a significant other?
My private,
Yeah, people have. Yeah, people have called my peen names,
I
like
guess.
a nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, never have I ever had a dirty dream about a super unexpected person. I
I
have it,
have.
and it's like people I'm not even attracted to. Like, ew, gross. You
Yeah,
No,
must be
yeah,
yeah, I
you must
have.
be thinking about me because I'm not thinking about you.
yeah.
Yeah. A few more. Never have I ever lied on a first date. I have just to get out of it.
I know.
No, I have.
I may not
Yeah.
say some things or like omit some things in that when I was younger, especially my first
Yeah,
relationship.
when we were
You know,
younger,
with who?
we were
Yeah, like,
wild. We were young
but
and
not
wild.
like, yeah,
We
next.
we were
Never
young
Young,
have
and
I
wild, and
ever
wild. We
free.
did things. We said
never have I
things.
ever lied about what I was doing on social media.
What do you mean? Like,
Like you post like that you're on an airplane, but you're actually at home.
Yeah, yeah.
like posting old things?
I didn't want somebody to know where I was. So yes, I
I
have.
just don't post at all.
No, because no, I had to because I had it.
Never have I ever been told I snore
Uh,
loudly. I have, and I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't snore.
I used
Not, I've been told that maybe I snored, but not like, oh my God, you snored loudly or I couldn't sleep. No, but I've told people that. I've actually given up on people who was interested in me because they snore too loud. I'm like,
Yeah,
how could I be in a
I
relationship with
can't.
that? Like, I would never sleep.
I snored loudly before I had my nose job. Um, what else? These are kind of corny. But I'm gonna do two more and then we're done. Never have I ever dated someone super cute. No, sorry. Never have I ever dated someone super annoying only because they're cute. Um,
No, why would you?
they weren't annoying. They were just like boring.
No, because what say that again? Never have I ever dated someone super annoying just because they're cute. No, maybe I met someone who was super cute and then turned out to be super annoying, and I was like, eh. Because I'm sorry, I couldn't. I know myself. I'm not gonna deal. You could be really, really hot, and if you're like a certain thing that doesn't match me, it's like no, I lose interest like that.
Never have I
Maybe
ever.
we'll get some sex, but that's
la-
about it.
Last one. Never have I ever said I love you to someone by accident. I mean, I said it by mistake and I regretted it.
I love you. Did I ever say I love you to someone by accident? Um, no, I don't think so. When I say I love you,
I
it's
mean,
just that I don't say it that easy. Yeah, yeah. When I say it, I mean it. That was a good. What? Never have I ever. And we gotta get Sean his. Never have I ever paddled when I. Whenever is it is that I go to Rhode Island next. It's gonna be a year in May that I haven't been to Rhode Island to visit. Last time I went was for my brother's police academy graduation. It's
Yeah.
been a while. It's
I
gonna be
know.
the longest, but
He'd be looking all cute in his little outfit. I'd be like, oh.
two
Aw.
officers. Hopefully, God willing, possibly. I'm not saying much, but possibly a third. That is one of my favorite numbers too. So hopefully, we'll see what happens. But um,
Come on, badge bunnies.
right, it's a whole a police academy
Hmm.
show. Um, I'm the artiste. I don't worry. You're not gonna see me becoming a cop. I am the artiste of the group. You will see me being a flight attendant because that will give me the freedom to then pursue my art and work on my art. But I am not here to protect and serve the world.
Shoot. Before we
Um,
know it, she'd be in the FBI.
who me,
I,
right?
I made a career
A good
change.
detective. I'm a good detective. I'll be a good detective.
I could be a detective. Shit.
Her too, yeah.
Mhm.
I miss
Oh,
my
me too.
calling.
Me too. I'd be in cybersecurity, being like,
You're right. You too. I believe that too. We're onto something here. Um, Before we go, what has been? Let's end it with everyone going down a memorable episode, a memorable moment on the show, something memorable. Um, Melanie.
Memorable for me. Memorable was Friendsgiving. It's always memorable for me. Memorable is Halloween and like being creative and getting dressed. And this year, well, no, last year, getting dressed up as a drag king was everything. I don't know if you saw, Sean, but I was a wrestler. I was X Pac from B Generation X. And like, I was very proud of myself because I thought of that like out of nowhere and also like it's out of my element considering I always dress up as like some random girl. But I thought that was a fun episode. Um, I like the fact that we keep it traditional, but it's never consistently the same.
Mm,
So
love
that's
that.
something that I always look forward to. Like I expect it to be the same, but with different things happening. Like it's the same, but not the same.
So, what about for you?
um, I always remember the first episode. How we all were
Mhm.
nervous. We were all making sure everything was working.
Laughing mad
We
hard.
were streaming from every phone and tablet we fucking could find.
For real. Oh no, yeah. For me, memorable. Oh wow. Again, the flow episode, getting flow on the show, that was memorable. Her doing the readings and like really hitting on mark with a lot of us. That's definitely stands out.
Hmm.
But then, just as the years have gone by and like different people that have taken a chance on us, that's always dope. But I don't. Is it the guest? I would say the guest. It's just the opportunities. Like I think, although it wasn't on this podcast, but like just being doing this, like
Hmm.
it pushed me and it gave me a chance to be on Teresa's podcast on Namaste Bitches, and do this on her platform. Um, so just those things, and for me, another thing is it's how it's pushed me, how I feel a little more comfortable now out there, even at events like with my little mic, going up to people, asking them questions. So that's like memorable. It all ties in for me. So it's pretty dope. And I just can't wait to continue this and see where we go. But one of the things that I will say is that, like, you guys will always be tied, no matter where I go individually, with my hosting and entertaining and wanting to do this, or all of us in this, like, yeah, will always be as part of the whole package memory because we all started this and was on this journey together. So yeah, to many more episodes, to grow, to guests, more new guests coming on back on. Um, and just to see what the future holds. See what the future holds. Excited to do more.
And before anything, to friendship.
Yes, to
Yeah.
our friendship. Yes, to our friendship. That's what brought this together. That's what started this. It started again during COVID, but like our friendship and doing this. That's one of the things that also we've discussed it, me and Melanie. Like it's it's something that we look forward to do. We may get hectic with our own busy personal lives, but although this is like work podcast, like doing something, but it still brings us together and
Mhm.
connect in a sense. So like definitely to friendship, raise your glass if you have one or an imaginary one. Toast to that and to many, many to evolution. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in for 200 episodes. And here's to many, 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 many more. Thank you for your support, for liking, for following, for subscribing on all platforms. Make sure y'all continue doing that. Here's to the next chapters.
Yeah.
Adios.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.